Hi guys, how are you?
How are you?
Hello, good. How are you?
Doing well. So to start, I asked you, Jay and Kim, this at the end of our interview, but I'm starting it with you guys because I think it's very fun. I'm kind of obsessed with the idea of Hannah DMing Sarah Paulson and asking her to her prom. I think yes, it's reminiscent of the prom, but it's also just very funny that that's her choice. If you guys could have chose any celebrity to go to prom with you, who would you have chosen to try and DM?
Like back
Oh.
in the day, like when we were going to prom or now?
Yeah. Either one, because I said mine would be like either Hayden Christensen or Christian Bale, which is insane of me, but those are my options.
Oh.
This is tough. This is
I,
tough.
I guess like just because I'm like reminded of like Sarah Paulson with the like American Horror Story theme, I did have like a mega crush on Evan Peters in high school. So like maybe if I was thinking of my like high school self, I would have I would have DM'd Evan Peters and asked him to prom. Little
Being Tate to
16 year
prom
old
is
me.
a move.
Yeah.
If I'm thinking of high school stuff, oh God, I don't know. Jessica Alba's name is coming up in my head so strongly. Like I know she is not queer, but I'm just like I don't know. Like I would have had to shoot my shot. Or like honestly, Kristen Stewart. We all grew up with her, we're obsessed. But yeah, one of those. One of those.
That's a good
So
answer.
this is great. We got Quicksilver and we have the Invisible Woman going to prom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. And Julia, one of my favorite things about this movie is at the center of it, you have two girls who, should be probably very like quiet and like, oh look, I'm a theater kid, or oh, I'm dating the most popular guy. But they're raunchy, they're loud, they go to multiple house parties in one single night, and they aren't like apologetic about it, which I think is really fun. Was that something that excited you about this movie as a whole, to see a character that was all of those things rolled into one and was still authentically a high school teenager?
Totally, totally. All of those things. And also the fact that they're so comfortable with each other. So I think that they're able to be raunchy and outspoken and go to all these parties because they have each other. I think maybe when they divide, they lose a little bit of that confidence, but they have each other's back. I mean, they're friendship soulmates, and so I think that it's really cool to watch a story of these two people go on an adventure together and encourage each other.
Yeah. And Terry, you get to just be the cool energy. You're someone who is just like, hey, yeah, I am cool. I'm the hot kid in school.
So I what an honor.
When you read that part and you're like, cool, so my whole thing is that I'm just the apple of someone's eye and like the person that they want to be with. How does that change your approach to a character, knowing that we're seeing it through Hannah's point of view versus, a character that we get to live with more?
Yeah, wow, good question. I think, I kind of understand the purpose that Angie serves in the story, and I think sometimes it's just actually it's always but just important to know what the character's position, I think in the storyline. It was very, very fun to do it. It's like, a feel-good movie to be a part of. Like I think it is nice to just propel the story forward in that way. It's also funny because like I am not that cool in real life at all. Like I am not chill. My whole life I've wanted to be mysterious. I am not. And so it's just nice to like tap into that for this. And so love getting a chance to do that. Yeah. Thanks to Hannah's point of view.
And
Yeah.
you are cool. You're very cool, Terry.
But Angie like doesn't speak. Angie's like, hey. And I'm
That's
like,
true. That's true.
And for last question I have to ask, Julia, as a theater kid, is it always important for you to like represent theater kids in your projects? Because I do think it's very fun that almost every one of your roles has been like, and theater.
True.
FYI.
Right. I don't think I could ever escape the theater girl in me. What I love about Hannah is that I wouldn't deem her as a theater kid. I think that she's theater kid adjacent. And so when she needs needs to get something done, she'll tap into the theater kid group and be like, hey, can you be my backup? So that was pretty fun. But I think that Greg in the movie is definitely the theater kid, and
Mhm.
Hannah is like the supportive ex-girlfriend. And
I,
girlfriend in the beginning, and then
yeah.
supportive ex-girlfriend. Yeah.
I love it so much. As someone who, me and all my adult friends watched High School Musicals musical series.
Yeah.
Uh, I love Prom Dates. I think it's incredible. And thank you guys so much for talking with me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.